Do-do-do. Well, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Uh, we'll wait a second. We'll wait a little bit. Just got everything ready. Sat down and got some coffee. And it's a beautiful, hot, scorching day today. It was like 32, I think, yeah, 32 Celsius today. So we'll wait a few minutes. All right. Ah, do-do-do. Well, let me first start by saying I hope everybody's having an awesome, awesome time. Everybody's safe, everybody's good, everybody had a great Mother's Day weekend. Um, Blessings to everybody. I mean, everybody. I hope everybody again is doing well. I'm doing phenomenal. I'm doing phenomenal. I mean, the days are freaking hot. I'm actually packing in the next hour. We're leaving in the morning around 4. The moment the sun cracks over the fucking like over, and you can see it through my window, you can start seeing it in the sky. I'm out of here. We're out of here for 3 days. So we'll be back Sunday. We'll be back Sunday or no later than Sunday. Saturday is the goal. We're taking a road trip around the island, and we're stopping in one place and doing a bunch of shit in that area. That kind of stuff. But I hope everybody is doing well. Seriously, outside of all this, and I got to send a couple of emails. There's a couple of you guys that have sent me messages, and I have not replied. Not because I did not want to. It's because in my head I keep saying to myself, "Hey, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you." But there's no need for me not to take an extra minute and just tell people, "Hey, I'm busy, but I'll get back." I'm getting back to you right now. So that's the goal. That's the first and foremost goal. So I wanted to say thank you. Definitely, definitely. I'm grateful for the good and the bad is the title. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. And it doesn't matter to many, but it matters to me. And of course, this is me. This is my channel to keep a little biography. My kids can look back at it, good, bad, it's just everything. But I couldn't believe how much you actually can absorb uh, by just watching and listening and just watching, listening, watching, and just looking how everything functions when it comes to toxicity. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that in the beginning I didn't feel a little bit of anxiety and how it affected me. And I was gonna the beginning of the show, the beginning of the live, I put the title. This talk. How does toxicity that I put down? How does I don't know if I put down does the tox. How does toxicity uh, affect you, or do you let toxicity affect you? Uh, that I'm guilty of it in the beginning, not after. In the beginning, I definitely did because I didn't understand it. And then you start realizing that social media is exactly what it is. It's a social media. It's an entity that can be good, bad. It could be awesome. It could be fucking hurtful. It could be many things. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that I will never, and I stopped years ago. Some things make me think. I'm still fucking human. But one thing I'll never let it do is affect me fully like that. There's a lot of people that I still keep in contact with and talk to outside of social media. And there's a reason for that. It's because half of you fucking cucks are out there, people out there are just toxic. You guys are not happy. Men and women, you guys are not happy unless you're seeing other motherfuckers miserable because the misery on the end, on the one that's giving it is ridiculous. Um, and I will never, my shit's doing a 360 slowly. I'm coming back, so like doing my own thing, just enjoying. And I'll tell you what brought it about. I was on a live show on a friend of mine's channel on Instagram, and he was doing a live show. He invited people on, and we were all talking. And he was asking me, he goes, "Bro, I haven't seen you do anything." I said, "Bro, I just been relaxing and enjoying myself. I do go in and I saw Al's freaking journey. Dude, I love all the places that he's going to. I just love it. I see, the flying circuses stuff. I see a bunch of other, channels and other people doing their thing. I have seen some videos uploaded by Big E. I follow, and but not. I saw one. I saw a few from Travel Freely. Uh, I don't get really too involved in that because I don't understand it. Because the last time I made a comment on a show, now I didn't, and he didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong, or he didn't say I did anything wrong. He just like, I don't think you understood what I was trying to put out there, Nico. And took a step back and I said, you know what? I if I don't understand, I got to be careful. How? I mean, he wasn't complaining. He just made it clear and helped me understand that I just didn't understand it. So I like to watch his stuff. I like to watch how he when I, what he does and how he does it. But when I don't understand something, I take a step back and because I don't want to ruin. I don't want to ruin what's happening. So I got to tell you, you all this toxicity that you see in the genre is not what the genre is about. But we tend to forget that. We tend to forget. We think to be honest with you, most of these guys, all they wanted was the toxicity because most of them were fucking miserable to begin with. So they wanted to keep going. They wanted to keep adding on to it, and that's okay. That's their prerogative. But I am grateful to watch it because these are the things that I will never be. I will never be an old guy, 60, 70, 80 years old, sitting at home fucking wondering who likes me, who don't like me. He offended me. Why did he say that? He hurt my feeling. I couldn't fucking do that. I honestly couldn't. I really honestly. And this is probably, repetitive. This is probably the same wash, same fucking, rewash. But, you start realizing, once you start grabbing onto it, you start realizing that a lot of this shit is a lot of fucking issues in the whole genre, but it's mainly to do with the mental health fucking issue that they all have, And again, I am guilty of a lot of things, but one thing I am not guilty on is fucking feeding that shit. I'm not going to feed that shit. I am actually like I was telling. What is it? I was telling freaking. I keep saying Ghost. Ghost is my daughter's dog. Circus, flying circus, and we were talking, on offline, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, you're not missing anything because he was asking me, hey, did you hear? I said, no, I really didn't. He goes, oh, okay. But he doesn't feed it to me like fucking goulash. He doesn't put it on a fucking plate and said, well, you got to update yourself. No, I don't. I don't give a fuck. So one of the biggest things that really bothered me, and I'm going to be honestly out there, throw it out there, was the fact that you can't say nothing, but everybody else can. And if you say something, you're going to be attacked for saying it. And once you realize that I don't give a fuck, like I don't care. Like if you're going to attack me, guys, you're going to attack people whether they're good or bad. All this toxicity the people throw at you, tends to be like people just not like, hey, you're not allowed to fuck that, man. Say what you're gonna say, feel good about it. You're not out to fucking offend anybody. They have just as much right for their opinion as you do to yours. Don't fucking sit there and fucking roll backwards or roll on your back because you feel like you're gonna hurt somebody. Like I'm doing a video right now. Actually, I finished it. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow. And I'm talking in general about these fucking guys that go to these fucking countries, whether it's Philippines, whether it's any country, and they're 60, 70, 80 years old. And I had spoken to Popeye about this a couple of years ago. And Popeye, again, and his points are solid, man. And this guy's on, and not just one. I'm just going to say one guy that I had just, I unsubscribed to him, not because he's saying the truth. He's not saying the truth. It's just these guys are trying to fucking feed you fucking candy, cake, sweets, and there's no ingredients in there that has sugar in it. There's no fucking sweets. It looks sweet. But what is sweet to one may not be sweet to the other one. They try to feed it to you. So this guy's saying how he was out there and, he had a bad, a trip to the Philippines and he had a bad trip back. His kids were all, what the fuck did you think was going to happen when you're 60, 70 years? You have barely no mobility, but I am not judging, guys. I am looking at what the person looks like. Look at how he does his shows. Look at how he like his actions. How does he do anything? He's 99% always sitting down. His mobility is shot to shit. What he says in his videos, what he says in his update, uploads is all about. I don't ever see that motherfucker walking. And again, if he does, this is not meant towards him. This is meant towards what he was complaining about. But most of these guys have children with these fucking 20, 30-year-old women. They actually have to play a part as being a fucking father because you didn't marry a Filipina to be your fucking slave. You see my point? So you're gonna have to step up to the plate. You're gonna have to walk on the fucking plane. You're gonna have to carry your fucking son, daughter, your babies or twins or whatever, to one son, to one daughter, to whatever. You're gonna have to fucking play the part. What did you think? It was all gonna be fucking champagne wishes and caviar dreams? No. And a lot of the stuff that I watch just makes you realize where I don't want to be. And if I was there, I wouldn't do it for fucking clickbait. I wouldn't do it to make everybody else look at me like I'm a fucking victim. Bro, they chose to stick their fucking penis in these fucking young girls, okay? Because they think they make the best wives, and they probably do in their aspect, their thought pattern. But then they're like, well, they're going to give birth, and that's okay because the Filipino will run all over the fucking house, all over the place, and take care of these kids for me while I just support her. All these guys are complaining about how life is so good in the Philippines, and then they go, well, it's not for everybody, you know. Thailand is not for everybody. Vietnam, they're all the same. I can understand if you're trying to educate somebody and trying to tell somebody, hey, listen, this is what it's going like. This is what it's looking like. You guys just be careful. No. Oh, guys, I don't think you should go. It's all victimization. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Bro, you chose that path. Why did you take the fucking leap if you weren't ready? It's all great when you're having sex and fucking, and then when responsibility comes with children and you're married and now you got to play the part, it's an issue. You see what I'm saying? Now people are entitled to complain and have a stressful day. That's it. But when your shows are constantly telling people in the beginning, oh, the Philippines and all this Asian continents and all these countries in Colombia, and they're the place to be, and then all of a sudden fucking shit hits the fan in reality or fucking accountability or anything that makes you fucking regret. I don't have any. I don't have no fucking regrets. I am thankful for the toxicity. I'm thankful for the stupid people in fucking the genre because that's exactly what they are. They're just dumb as shit. You know what I mean? Because a lot of what they're doing is feeding you their misery. They really are. And you know what? To each their own. If they're all having a good fucking time, that's great. But I'm done. I take it all, man. I take the fucking negative. I take the positive. I take anything good, bad, minor, the gravity of it being small or big. I don't care. Because at the end, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cipher through it and be like, holy shit, I can't be like that. What the fuck? And that's exactly where I've been. That is exactly where I've been. I've been just so like in a good place. I really am. And you know what? I really hope these guys turn around and I hope their lives get better. But the years that has been spent in the genre attacking each other and fucking being in everybody's fucking business and people, Popeye said something to me that I still this day I disagree with him, but he's not wrong. Now, what percentage? I don't know. I don't talk percentages. I say I'll tell you what he said and I'll tell you what I disagree with. His biggest thing is he says, let me make sure I find the right words. Popeye said, no matter what you do in the Philippines, it all ends up the same way for everybody. And I disagree to the point where there is a high percentage that he's right, but there's also a percentage that is actually, it's there, that not everybody gets affected by the shit people do. Excuse me, let me take a drink. This coffee, no, it ain't even not the coffee's that's warm. I tried to drink the hot coffee and I burnt the back of my fucking tongue. And I'm going to tell you, one of the biggest things is that you cannot, and I will not, but you cannot uh, follow somebody else's path. I watch Big E. I watch him with his children. I watch him with his, I watch his life. I watch everything about him, what he does. When he posts, everything else, I leave it alone. I don't go looking for him. I don't go talking to people. I just leave it. And I'm very happy that his happiness is there because not a lot of people can live like him and be happy about it. I'm telling you. And not just Big E. Okay, there's a shitload of bloggers here, vloggers and bloggers, and they're miserable. You see these guys here. No, there's no way, man. Guys can be so happy and yet contradict themselves in everything they fucking say. Guys, for the most part, I'm really happy here. But this beast is not for everybody, you know. The other day, Biggie posted, I think it was Mother's Day or something with the children, and I can't comment back because he doesn't have the comment on. But I watch it, and I'm like, wow, man, he's making it work. It works for him. Now, do I want to care? Do I care? Like, do I care to want to know more? No, you know. And somebody has sent me a mail and like email, not mail, but they sent me an email and they were like, "Hey, Nico, so what's up, man? You haven't?" And I gotta tell you, man, I spoke very frank, and I said, "Dude, I don't miss it at all. I'll come in and do a live show. I'll come in and do uploads and stuff. Like I'm doing some new rearranging on the channel because I wanna start going back to what I used to like, which was just me, just doing things for me, like just enjoying and talking about it and saying, hey, you know." Guys, be careful who you follow. Be careful who you, what's that word? Not just follow. Who you put in your circle and help grow in a channel. If you guys are like, I know some people make money and this is their livelihood, uh, and that's okay because they're putting in the hard work, and you're welcome to give and not give. What I don't do is criticize every fucking thing people do. I don't even care. Like I don't even talk about people, you know. And even let's just say that I talk about Biggie and it's in a negative. I would never do that. But I'm saying, why do it? He's like I love what Alo's doing, and he's probably the most fucking hated guy, and that's fine. I find what I like and what he's doing. I don't need to ask fucking permission from anybody to watch. Oh, you don't know. So you encourage, I don't encourage shit while watching it. Listen, what I like is what I like, man. At the end of the day, if I fucking croak tomorrow, you motherfuckers ain't gonna be like, oh, Nico followed all our rules and regulations, so we're gonna take care of his family and pay his bills. Bro, if you're that sensitive about the social media and it just doesn't seem something that you like or something that you are into and you gotta let it affect you like that, maybe you shouldn't be watching social media, man. I don't condone a lot of shit that people have done, but there's always tit for tat. I'm not saying one deserved the other because the other. That's not what I'm saying. It's tit for tat. This is what the beast is about, And this beast here in the Philippines, it's not for everybody. I can tell you that right now. I love it. I love it because where I'm at and what I'm doing works for me. You see what I'm saying? But if it doesn't work for you, then you got to get tougher skin and find some a new hobby. You're gonna have to find a new hobby because or you do what you want, which is practically sitting there another 10 or 15 years wondering and wondering what somebody else is doing. And me, I gotta tell you, this is why I don't get mad or angry about what people say about me or talk about me or what just the toxicity that people bring. Because you learn something from it. You always learn from it. And me, nah, man, I'm good. I'm peachy right now. I'm fucking golden right now. Um, and again, I thank everybody that's written to me and has asked me if I'm doing all right. I'm doing fine, guys. I'm doing really good. Uh, I'm going to be doing, like I said, a 360. I'll be polishing up little things. And guys, listen, and I mean this like wholeheartedly. Guys, if you're going to come in and be negative and send me negative messages and stuff, all the power to you. I'm just going to erase it and clear it up. It's not going to affect you in any way. A lot of new things are coming. A lot of changes are coming. And I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be like, oh, I wonder what nothing happened, man. Well, the only thing that happened is I opened my fucking eyes to the reality of how big and how small a circle can be. And again, uh, if you guys got any questions, anything at all, if any of you guys are heading out here to the Philippines and you guys got any questions of, guys, everything can be done economically. I can't stand when these guys say you cannot do this on this budget. It depends what you're looking at. I do tons of 5-star shit without having to spend 5-star fucking money. You got to balance it, man. You got to balance what you like and what you don't like. Where I live is fucking phenomenal. You're not going to get what I got for the price that I got it. And there's no way. The guy's like, he said, after I finish renting and I'm done, whether it's now, next year, or 2 years, he said he's not going to rent it anymore. He literally owns this. He owns 2 freaking big resorts. So it's not money that he's missing. He's just like, he bought it for an investment, but he doesn't use it. And I happen to fall into it. And here I am. It's just, I had all the fucking ACs worked on yesterday. He said, just take it out of, look at that. But he didn't have to do that. He's like, just take it out of the payment a month. And you're good. He goes, thank you for maintaining my place. And you keep it. I keep this fucking place nice, man. I just bought a WD-40 the other day, 2 weeks ago, and I'm spraying I'm doing my thing, making sure everything's running right, hitting the gates and stuff. There's a couple of gates here. The door hinges, I checked out the door hinges. fixed all the curtains, took all the curtains out, washed them, and redid the screws. I mean, I enjoy what I'm doing here. And now it's time to take a trip and go and enjoy it. You know. So me, I love the good, the bad, and the ugly. I like it all. I thank you. I want to thank all of you motherfuckers that were toxic that just brought all this about. Trust me, I am very thankful, and all the power to you. Enjoy. Take care. Hope you have a great coming. Beginning of this coming weekend. Right now, it is Wednesday here. So we're getting into our Thursdays, and I think the U.S. is going to be going into their Wednesday, or they're already into their Wednesday. So you guys take care, and again, guys, do what you do, and do what you enjoy. Enjoy it. Don't let anybody control or say or everybody. If you say something, oh, he's talking about me, bro. You're not that important. What, you think you're the only video? You think you're the only person that I watch or I see, or maybe I came across a video or a short and I saw another fucking 50, 60 shorts of the same thing. You are not that important in my fucking in the memo or my daily routine for me to all of a sudden make a video attacking. I'm just gonna start bringing like talking and opinionating about things that I want to, things that I don't. I leave alone. I'm not going to let anybody control what the fuck I can and cannot say because they think it's all about them. It's not all about them, man. Trust me. But don't stop being who you're being. I'm still looking forward to Tim Dizziak's freaking videos, man. Tim, still waiting for them videos. I'm looking forward to more videos. If you got them, again, if you got the time. Not everybody got the time that I got. So I did an oil change yesterday. Like I said, I got everything up to date. I'm going to be posting videos on it. And I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going to hit a couple of islands. I actually was going to hit over to Mindanao. And I guess I was told, let's stay away from Mindanao. Let's try to go other places. And that's what I'll do. It's not because I don't want to go. It's just I guess it's getting pretty bad out there. And again, I probably never listen and probably end up in fucking Mindanao for like a week or two. I'll figure something out. Oh, I always figure it out. So again, thank you guys. Take care. God bless. And I'll catch you guys on the next live show. Peace.